Good morning and welcome parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and siblings to the middle school closing of the 2024-25 school year. Today, we come together as a community to celebrate the efforts and achievements of the students seated before you. This is the day that when our 8th grade students are recognized for their accomplishments as they make the transition from middle to upper school. It is my hope that through this ceremony, you will get a sense of what a special community we have here at Rutgers Prep. As you listen to today's program, you will see evidence that the students before you have worked hard this year in the middle school, and then they have been engaged in a variety of activities. Rutgers Preparatory School believes that these activities build a firm foundation for our students as they become independent learners and thinkers. I would like to thank Mr. Richardson, Mr. Stensman, and his crew for setting up outside for us today. This is really a special treat, and I thank them. I'd also like to thank 2 other people for their efforts in making this a successful school year. Thank you to Ms. McMillan and Mrs. Braddock for all they have done for us in the middle school the entire year. Thank you both very much. Lastly, I would like to acknowledge a teacher who will be retiring at the end of this ceremony. Mrs. Sumerato has been in education for the past 40 years. She has been Director of Health and Wellness in our middle school and middle school health teacher at Rutgers Prep for the past 4 years. Her students will miss her Kahoot lessons, learning CPR, and so much more. We would like to wish her health and happiness and a wonderful retirement. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce today's speaker, who has been chosen by her peers to speak on behalf of the class of 2029, Rebecca Panasek.
Good morning, Dr. Lloyd, Dr. Chodo, Mr. Morato, Ms. McMillan, faculty, teachers, parents, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2029. I would like to start off by thanking my classmates for selecting me to have the honor to speak on their behalf at this year's middle school closing. I have been at Rutgers Prep for 10 years. A big part of my early years here was the annual February Prep Rally Hula Hoop competition. I started when I was in kindergarten, and at 6 years old, there were definitely a lot of butterflies in my stomach. I was probably the youngest in the competition at the time, and hula hooping in front of the entire school was very nerve-wracking. The nerves never went away. In 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, the nerves were there. They're here now. But the feeling of winning beats all of those nerves every time. I remember how happy I was when I won for the first time, and my class all piled around and hugged me. That is a moment I will remember for my whole life. It showed me that even though I was very frightened, I had to try. Taking the risk turned out to be an amazing experience, and the strength I found from it sticks with me today. I like to think of my 3 years of middle school as a roller coaster. I personally love roller coasters, and we all know they have ups and downs. Navy SEAL Admiral McRaven once said, "If you want to change the world, you must be your very best in the darkest moments." So while you're at the very bottom of the roller coaster in the dark tunnel, is when you need to be your best and persevere to get back up to the peak. I think that this is good advice for roller coasters and for life, and I remind myself of it when things aren't perfect or don't go as planned. The middle school roller coaster started with our 6th grade trip to Camp Bernie. It rained a lot for the entire trip. We still did the outdoor activities and worked together to get across a patch of grass using a rope and without touching the ground. We still found a way to have so much fun doing it, even if we were muddy and cold. The memory that endures is that we solved problems together, not that we were wet or cold. Another high point on the middle school roller coaster was when last year's girls volleyball team won the MSAC championship. From this win, I learned that hard work truly does pay off, and all of the extra passing practice at recess with each other does in fact help. From studying for a big test or digging through our backpack to find a crumpled homework assignment, from intense games at recess, looking at youth football, to casual walks around the turf. From winter cold's indoor recess to the first warm day of spring recess, we learn to enjoy all parts of the ride and make the most of the time when it seems the drop will never end. The roller coaster moments of middle school with the peaks and lows have taught us things about ourselves and the lessons of these experiences can help us as we move forward. My 10 years at Prep have come with many lessons. From museum trips in elementary school with our parents as chaperones, to the spring break trip last year to Costa Rica and the 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., we've gone from trips with our parents and teachers to staying in hotel rooms in different states and countries by ourselves. Especially this past year, I have seen a huge change in my character development. Like many of you, I have found a more mature and stronger version of myself. All of that is thanks to the teachers and role models in our lives. Whether I'm dissecting the abdominal cavity of a pig in Ms. Zabore's anatomy class, even if she just stares at me when I ask a frivolous question, or playing the role of Benedict in Much Ado About Nothing, I am always being taught to try something new and to not give up if I don't get something in my first few tries. That's the middle school lesson we can all take away. Keep trying new things and taking risks to see the familiar from a new point of view. We also have our parents to thank for these lessons. Without all of you, we wouldn't be where we are today. Between driving us to and watching countless sports games, buying supplies for projects, and helping us study for numerous tests, you truly do it all. On the way to school when I was younger, my parents, brother, and I would guess how long it would take to get to school. It was usually 6 or 7 minutes, and soon my brother and I will be driving those 6 or 7 minutes ourselves. Even though we sometimes don't say so, we are forever grateful for all you do for us. To the class of 2029, take risks and don't be afraid to try new things. Admiral McRaven also once said, "True leaders must learn from their failures, use the lessons to motivate themselves, and not be afraid to try again or make the next tough decision." So here's my reminder to you. You will fail sometimes and it will be discouraging. But the truth is that how we recover and learn from the experiences is what matters. Even at the bottom of the roller coaster, remember the highest moment and the most exhilarating experience is about to happen just a little further ahead. Reach for it, class of 2029. Thank you.
The honors reading program began in the fall of 2015. Students read books from outside our usual curriculum, write a summary of the book, and in the 8th grade, if you've read enough, you receive honors. If you know me well, you know how proud I am of what a reading group this crew is. I got a lot of students about to be awarded. I think I will have you all come up. The stage may not be big enough, which makes my reading heart proud. Earning the White Award, Brian Carter, Calvin Chen. And earning the Maroon Award, Ellen Albert, Genesis Benini, Aria Desai, start coming up, y'all. Anai Desai, David Dine, Anya Ammon, Kaio Indeli, Sophia Lensborn, Niyam Nagabhushana, I think, Ryan, you're gonna, yeah, we're lining up. I need a big stage. Samik Nair, Maddie No, Rebecca Panasek, Jake Roush, Layla Rasool, Ayn Raymond, Cameron Ray, Krishnav Sharma, Sharia Upadhyay. Well done, readers. One more round of applause for my readers, please.
I'm giving the award for the Library Association. Our first recipient is known for being helpful, kind, and cooperative. She goes beyond being a student who serves, not doing anything for personal recognition, but because she feels inspired to do so. She worked behind the scenes on Shrek the Musical, making sure to see it through while still maintaining her personal quest for excellence. She takes pride in her considerable abilities, even by sacrificing precious time at recess to help build a stage for the class's Shakespeare performance in Crave class. She always seems to be working to help herself and those around her to simply be better while maintaining extremely high standards for herself. In addition to being a top student, she is respectful and artistic and kind. As Mrs. Fell said, her sensitivity is her strength. The first winner of this year's Library Association Award is Ellen Albert. Please, high five. Well done. Congratulations. Our second recipient gives his all in all that he does. Whether it's a game at break, or running a math tutoring session, or helping classmates understand a difficult concept in science, or even the heated games of football and soccer at recess. In class, he sees and is able to articulate complicated ideas, like writing beautiful essays in history about liberty and democracy. He is intense and is always the last one off the field while he collects backpacks, water bottles, and other left-behind items so that those who are a little more forgetful don't get in trouble. He helps clean up Baldwin Hall after break on a regular basis. He's one of those students who is always there to help, but without being asked. For this and so many other great deeds that he does, the second winner of the Library Association Award is Daniel Chen.
Good morning. I am Dr. Ajane Roundtree. The Parents Association Award, voted on by the faculty, recognizes students from each middle school grade who has been selected for their exemplary commitment, attitude, and effort in hard work, cooperation, and dependability. This year, there are 4 recipients, 1 from 6th grade, 1 from 7th grade, and 2 from 8th grade. Our 6th grade recipient has been described as fantastic, outstanding, ultra supportive of his classmates, and genuinely interested in becoming better. He continually seeks ways to redefine himself, both as an individual and as a leader among his peers. This desire to advocate for himself as a member of the collective inspired him to write a letter to Mr. Mitchell protesting the treatment of his group, the Franks. Congratulations to 6th grade hype man, Henry G. Our 7th grade recipient has one of the brightest smiles on our campus. She works extremely hard, never gives up, and because she's comfortable in her skin, she has learned that asking for help is nothing to be embarrassed about. She is truly a kind person whose bright smile makes every day brighter for us all. She is kind to everyone. Congratulations to Natalie, yeah, I'll do it, Sniper! The 8th grade recipients possess a quiet strength and sharp perspective on the world. The first is a steady presence who seemingly recognizes the innate power that comes with understanding how a rising tide lifts all boats. He offers a grace that embodies a humble posture by preferring others have a chance to answer correctly, even when he knows the answer, and consistently seeks opportunities to learn, such as taking photos of the entire St. Peter's Basilica in Rome, Italy. Congratulations to Sharia, my backpack knocked over the plant in the hotel lobby, you partier. Our second winner's wholehearted curiosity has allowed her to become more comfortable in her skin this year. Described as an artist with bold ideas that sparkle when she writes, and who chooses words with thoughtfulness when she speaks. She is a person who remembers everything, including the details, and encourages others to keep the Duolingo streak going. Congratulations to Sophia. All the lower school children know my name, Linsborn.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Young. I have the pleasure of presenting this year's Incentive Award. Incentive Awards recognize those students in each class whose performance and effort has recognizably improved throughout the year. These winners represent dedication and commitment to the quest for continued growth and success. Our 6th grade recipient is identified by his teachers as going from quiet and unsure of his contributions in class to quiet and confident in his abilities. He has emerged from his 6th grade year as a strong example of determined hard work and vulnerability in putting his best self forward in all of his classes. Congratulations, Kartar Singh, for your recognition in receiving this award. Our 7th grade recipient holds a special place in the hearts of the teachers she engages and the peers that she has befriended. This student has a steadfast work ethic and always tries her best. Often reluctantly optimistic and supportive of everyone around her, this year we have been able to witness the continued growth of an incredibly hardworking, caring, and exceptional student. Emma Loomis, congratulations on being recognized as this year's 7th grade recipient of the Incentive Award. We have 2 recipients of this year's 8th grade award. Both students have shown tremendous growth and effort throughout the school year and in their own unique and individual ways. Our first 8th grade awardees' teachers have shared that this student has shown an increase over the school year of going the extra mile with their assignments, from doing extra work to being a shining example of time management. David Dine has wowed this faculty with his dedication towards excelling and learning. It has been a true joy to witness the academic growth and maturity of our second recipient. This student has boundless creativity, a bubbly attitude, and positively supports her peers with empathy and compassion. Thank you, Salma Saeed, for sharing your energy with the middle school, and congratulations on the receipt of this award.
Highest honors awards are determined by the student who has the highest grade point average for the year in their grade level. These awards are presented to one student in each grade level whose achievement has surpassed the high level of academic performance demanded of all Rutgers Prep students. Close calculations here, my friends. In grade 6, John Zaratiagi. In grade 7, Tanmayi Danapudi. And in grade 8, Alicia Webb.
Each year, the Evelyn P. Daniels Principal's Recognition Award is presented to the 8th grade student who best reflects what being an RPS student is all about. He or she is responsible, motivated, willing to help others, has a positive attitude, and is committed to making the middle school a nice place to be. This year's winner is always kind, always helpful, and has a smile on his face all the time. Lending a helping hand to a student or adult doesn't matter at all. Since his arrival in the 7th grade, he has made the middle school a better place to be. It has been a pleasure to know him, and I look forward to terrific things from him in the future. It is my pleasure to present this year's Evelyn P. Daniels Principal Recognition Award to Cedric Schick.
Do you remember where you were? Tuesday, February 18th, 11 o'clock, Baldwin Hall. There you go. There you go. Omar Baldwin, the tap dancer. Remember? And he asked us what we thought the definition was for intelligence. Do you remember his definition? I was so taken by it, I actually wrote it down because I knew I wouldn't remember, but I knew I wanted to use it again this morning. Intelligence is the quality of your awareness. Intelligence is the quality of your awareness. So how do you become aware? I would suggest, and I think he suggested, that it's by participating. It's exactly what Rebecca said. You miss 100% of the pitches you never swing at. You miss 100% of the questions you leave blank. Participate. Get involved. Take a chance. Reach for it. Of all the lessons you've learned, the quality of your awareness is one I want you to keep with you. It's a combination of confidence and kindness. Confidence is not always being right. I think confidence is the willingness to sometimes be wrong. And kindness is not just consideration for others. Confidence is consideration for others and not expecting anything in return. That combination of confidence and kindness, that is your intelligence. That is your awareness. We are so proud of what you have accomplished this year. And we are so excited to see what you will accomplish in the future. But wrap that accomplishment, wrap those achievements in confidence and kindness. And as Rebecca says, then reach for it. Congratulations.
Will the first row rise and please come forward? Ellen Julia Albert. Genesis Benini. Sarah Borai. Darren Brown Jr. Annabelle Leon Kahn. Ryan Carter. Sahasra Chadala. Daniel Chen. Calvin Chen. Jaden Chin. Julian Samuel Clyett, Lifer. Rise and come forward. Saxon F. Conscious. Searle C. Conscious. Arya Desai. Anai Desai. Juliana Abreu Dial, Lifer. Rondor Donjol. David Ellis Dine. Anya Alman. Aaron Gate. Ian Gate. Siddharth Ghosh. Will the third row rise and please come forward? Vince Hamlet. Caio Borges Indeli. Anj Jalona. Vikram Keitha. Ranit Mohit Khanna. Maxie Isabella Krumholtz-Leifer. Sophia Georgia Lensborn. Suquan Ma. Everett Marcus. Andrew Daniel McCabe. Parker Elizabeth Mitchell Leifer. Will the fourth row rise and come forward, please? Niyam Nagabhushana. Samik Nair. Madeline Sai No. Mishka Kar Opan. Luke Vincent Panasek. Flower down. Rebecca Lynn Panasek. They're both lifers. I almost blew it. Aisha Patel. Noah Phillips. Miranda Piles. Ismail Abdur Rahman. Lexi Renero. The fifth row, rise and please come forward. Layla Rasul. Cameron Chase Ray. Ayn Qasser Abdul Rahman. Arhan Rizvi. Jake Hunter Roush. Dylan Rubin. Salma Saeed. Oh, lifer! I get all mixed up. Salma's a lifer. Bryce Scarlett. Emma Russo. Zain Sharif. Krishnav Sharma. Sixth row, please rise and come forward. Preston Shee. Cedric Julius Schick. Sai Singh. Micah Aiden Stowe. Jillian Noel Lee Tolbert. Sharia Upadhyay, lifer. Brent Xavier. Alicia Amy Webb. Naraya Diana Yamoa. Janan Zatra. Dr. Lloyd, Dr. Chodel, Mr. Murado, faculty, and parents, I present to you the class of 2029.
Good morning. I'm thrilled to be invited and included in your celebration. Congratulations to the 6th and 7th graders as they move forward in the middle school, and a huge congratulations to the class of 2029 as you move to the upper school. As a class, your reputation precedes you in a very good way. There are artists, musicians, mathematicians, and scientists among you. Today we celebrate your accomplishment in the middle school, and I await your accomplishments in the upper school. It's a fantastic time to join the upper school. As 9th graders, you will enjoy great benefits rising from being members of our middle school. You have lived our schedule and invested in our culture. Well, your investment is about to bear fruit. My advice for you, stay curious, be enthusiastic, get involved, and set your goals high. Congratulations and welcome to the upper school.
I was telling a few parents before the ceremony started that 13 years ago, I stood at this podium and I actually forgot my speech and I had to wing it. And that was the worst thing possible. And now someone just pranked me by putting I took your speech, so good luck. Thankfully, they didn't take my speech. And now that I know how to use technology, I'd have just pulled out my phone and read it off my phone. So I'd have been safe, don't worry. Rebecca spoke of her memories here at Rutgers Prep, and wow, she had a lot of them. That's what being a lifer will do. She remembered having butterflies in her stomach before the hula hoop competition, just the same way that I'm sure she had butterflies here today. She took a chance, and winning felt great. Just like finishing her speech, I'm sure it felt great, and the anxiety went away. She talked about the lessons that she learned in the middle school. I've told people in the middle school that the middle school is a place to try things. And to hear Rebecca say, and I quote, "Keep trying new things and taking risks to see the familiar from a new point of view." Well, Rebecca, I have to tell you, that made me so proud. Because after 20 years of being in the middle school and saying that, somebody finally listened. I think a few other students have heard that as well in the past. Each year, the middle school is able to celebrate the excitement of firsts and try unfamiliar and also the victories that come from practicing and learning something new. In her speech, Rebecca also references Navy SEAL Admiral McCraven. She says that he once said true leaders must learn from their failures and use the lessons to motivate themselves and not be afraid to try again or make the next tough decision. 8th graders, or should I say freshmen, we're not perfect. We're all going to make mistakes, but it's how we recover from those mistakes that matter most. It's the risks and the lessons that we learn from them, and that's how we learn to become a leader. We are a community built upon kindness. It is something that we need more in this world, and we're reminded every day when we put on our middle school sweatshirts. Kindness always does matter. So remember this year's sweatshirt: be kind, be thoughtful, and be caring. It's a community that we are proud of because it's intentional. A community succeeds when we all succeed. And today's ceremony is a celebration to mark the end of the school year and the close of school. And like a family, we come together to celebrate one another. When we send the 8th graders forward to high school with our best wishes and pride in how much they have learned and grown, 8th graders, and I think it's the last time you'll be called 8th graders, you have so many opportunities before you. At a lower school closing a few years ago, I heard the rising 6th graders sing a song by Joe Cronin, and it reminded them to spread their wings, fly, grab their dreams, and do good things. And just as I encourage the graduates to try something new, in essence, spread their wings, after 13 years of being a middle school principal and saying from this very podium, I'm going to take my own advice and try something new. I'm going to spread my wings, and just like I will tell a student, I have the support of my family, the support of my friends, the support of the Rutgers Prep administration, and the support of this terrific faculty that I've had the privilege of working with for the past 20 years. So freshmen, go grab your dreams, go do good things. Congratulations and good luck. Please join us for some refreshments on the